From Wakeland High School in Frisco, Texas, this is Win TV, the Freshman Takeover.
Good afternoon, Wolverines. I'm Bailey Carlton.
And I'm Ella Brookshire. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, 2024. Wow, can you believe it's already April?
This month has definitely been crazy with testing season, final projects, and
the Eclipse.
Yes, the one-in-a-lifetime event like the total eclipse. Earlier this week, our Win TV techies experimented with different ways to safely capture and stream the eclipse on YouTube. Vihan Kaladindi has more on the celestial event.
A long-awaited total solar eclipse has graced the skies, marking one of the biggest national events of the century. However, while witnessing the eclipse firsthand is thrilling, ensuring that the entire student body can share in the experience through live streaming presents its own set of challenges. Win TV's tech team rose to the occasion, capturing the celestial spectacle for nearly 2 hours. Overcoming technical hurdles, we deployed specialized equipment, including our solar eclipse ready camera fitted with a unique lens to guarantee uninterrupted recording. Experience the awe-inspiring eclipse at your own convenience by visiting the Win TV YouTube channel for full live coverage. I'm Vihan Kaladindi for Win TV.
Thanks, Vihan. I'm glad we all got to see the eclipse safely. I had no idea it took such a big group to plan the event and that they streamed it too.
Oh yeah, our reporters are always up to something, even outside of the Win TV studio.
What do you mean?
Well, Ella, we know how hard it is as anchors work, but did you know that the Wakeland journalism program also puts out stories online?
No, why don't you tell us more, Bailey?
You got it.
Every month, the reporters of Win TV put together a stellar show for Wakeland students and staff to enjoy. But the monthly show isn't the only thing Wakeland Media produces. Wakeland Access is an online news publication where Wakeland journalists can post podcasts, articles, packages, and multimedia reports. We talked to Wakeland journalists to see what goes on beyond the cameras.
It's just another source of media. Instead of video like Win TV, it's print, and basically it's really important because we also post a bunch of articles about sports and then also different clubs, and we kind of cover just about all there is at Wakeland. It's very important that way students can stay up to date on what's going on and just receive it in a different way than they would at Win TV.
I think it's just a great soundboard for our students to really write about things that they love and get to express their thoughts, sometimes opinions. Of course, everything they do is factual because there's not another outlet for that here in school. So that's what's really exciting for them.
And then I'm inspired by the different sports journalists and that I'll read their articles, and it just makes me want to be even better in my writing.
It really gives them great professional experience when it comes to writing. This also helps them build part of their digital portfolio in a different way. And I have a lot of students who go on to major in journalism, which makes me really, really proud. And this gives them something to show their academic advisors as they're going into their different journalism schools. So it really is a great way for them to be professionals and to build a good portfolio.
Make sure you check out wakelandaccess.com to keep up to date with things going on at Wakeland and in our area. Thank you to all the dedicated Wakeland journalists for putting so much work into these articles. I'm Bailey Carlton from Win TV.
Awesome, Bailey. We really appreciate the behind-the-scenes look at Wakeland Access, which is right next door to us. It's cool to hear how most graduates end up working in local journalism.
Yes, local reporters are still in high demand. They keep our communities connected.
I especially like reading restaurant reviews from local writers.
Definitely, and Frisco's restaurant scene has been booming lately. Nick French has a scoop on how local businesses stay thriving.
The rapidly growing population of Frisco is attractive to many restaurants looking to grow their business. With Frisco being named the fastest growing city by numerous organizations, there are no shortage of hungry people looking for a place to eat. For some restaurants, getting regular customers may be harder than they think.
It's all about the people, I want to say. You can get good food anywhere, but especially go back for the person-to-person interaction. Berries and Batters is a neighborhood staple. We see a lot of the same people every day, and so you kind of build the trust of people from true, genuine interactions while being able to get a delicious meal and get it quickly.
Finding a good place to eat in Frisco is very easy. But as our city has grown, so too has the appetite of large food chains for our fastly expanding population.
There's plenty of people moved in from out of state, so they might be familiar with something that they might have had in their previous state. However, to get a good genuine taste of what Frisco or DFW is about, it's good to have local. But really, when it comes to it, it's face-to-face interaction. Everyone's a first-time guest at some point, and you either do or don't go back to a place based on the experience. You can get good food anywhere, but you need personal experience.
Nationally owned food restaurants have taken a significant bite out of Frisco's locally owned restaurants, but with the efforts of Berries of Batter and many other local restaurants, Frisco natives can keep craving tasty food that will always remind them of home. I'm Nick French for Win TV.
Thanks, Nick. Even though it's not local, many music fans are looking forward to Coachella in California. Manya Gupta has the story.
Coachella is the largest and most profitable music festival in the world. But what exactly is Coachella and why is it so worthwhile? Coachella is an annual 2-week music and arts festival with artists performing in various genres including pop, indie, hip-hop, and electronic dance. In Indio, California, this year's Coachella will be from April 12th to April 21st. Artists such as Lana Del Rey, Tyler the Creator, Doja Cat, No Doubt, and many more will perform in the 2024 festival. Not only does it provide opportunities for successful and aspiring music artists, but it's a great event for content creators to thrive from. However, Coachella is not limited to just concerts. There are activities, art studios, Coachella stores, food, a polar bear dating game, and much more. For an activity of our own, we asked Wakeland students just how much they know about this event.
My favorite aspect in event in Coachella is like the singers or whatever, like where they start like actually singing.
It's probably the concerts. I like seeing the influencers and celebrities' outfits. I don't know a lot about the Coachella activities, I just know that a lot of like big artists perform there.
Yes, I do. The food. There's a lot of concerts.
Who are your 3 favorite artists performing at Coachella this year?
Lana Del Rey and Ice Spice.
Lana Del Rey, Peso Pluma, and Doja Cat.
Okay, probably Sabrina Carpenter and Tyler the Creator.
Coachella is certainly a sociable event for people to get together and bond over the arts. If you want to watch it and don't have tickets, the event will be streamed live on YouTube, or you can see the content made by the creators attending. For more information, visit the Coachella website. This is Manya Gupta, Curse Warbrick, Sarah Trejo, and Carrie Gu from Win TV signing off. What do you think about Coachella?
That will definitely be a fun watch.
Definitely going to be checking out the Coachella coverage on social media.
Ella, did you hear that the Open Doors Challenge?
Yes, the TikTok trend causing a stir. Vance O'Rourke tells us all about it next.
Have you all heard of the Open Door Challenge? Well, I have. It's a TikTok trend where students are walking around the parking lots at schools to test if cars are locked or unlocked. While this can be a fun prank, it is very, very serious. It has also been shedding light on how important it is to lock your cars to prevent from car break-ins.
Study shows by Vivid.com from the years 2021 to 2022, there's been a surge in car break-ins by nearly 150,000.
Thank you, Vance.
Up next is Roger House with this month's Wolverine replay.
Wakeland soccer dominates. The girls and boys squads advance to state. Wakeland has the opportunity to win both boys and girls UIL state soccer titles for the 3rd time ever, a record by Wakeland held since 1985. Wakeland golfers showed out with a stellar performance at last week's district tournament. Despite cool and windy conditions, both the boys and girls brought their A games and qualified for regionals. Success didn't stop on the fairways. Wakeland powerlifters Natalie McCragen and Austin Stutz recently flexed their muscles at the state powerlifting meet.
My accomplishment was making it to state this year for powerlifting with that 1300. Hopefully, I'll definitely make it to state next year is my goal, and hopefully get some hardware this time.
In esports news, Zach Jens won first place in the FISD esports tournament and advances to state esports championship in San Antonio. The JV Winter Guard claimed the gold medal at the 2024 Regional AA Color Guard Championship. The Lady Wolverine softball team currently holds a 6-2 district record, putting them in second place with a 14-6 overall record. Cheer them on in their remaining games, especially the home games. Find the schedules on WakelandAccess.com, which also features stories about Wakeland tennis recently finishing second in the 6A state tournament. Let's have a huge round of applause for these talented athletes as they represent Wakeland High School at their upcoming championships. The land is behind you all the way.
Thanks, Roger. A huge congratulations is in order for those awesome accomplishments.
Absolutely. We have some amazingly talented athletes here in the land.
Not just athletes. Recently, Daniel Levine caught up with Mrs. Flanders to learn more about the academic accomplishments at Wakeland. Here's the story.
As decisions have been made, many students now know whether or not they have gotten into NHS, which is just one of the ways we acknowledge the academic excellence of our fellow Wolverines here at Wakeland.
There are 4 pillars to NHS. It's scholarship, which is your grades, leadership, which is some type of leadership position. There is service, which is serving your community, and then there is integrity. Believe it or not, the average Wakeland student probably is an NHS member because more than 50% of the student body is eligible to be in the NHS.
Ms. McCartney, a math teacher who has helped grade NHS applicants, has more to say about NHS students.
Qualities that I look for as a recommender: character, integrity, leadership, academic, discipline, effort, just being an all-around student. I think an NHS student just goes a little bit above and beyond just being a student and existing. They're always putting in the effort that they need to. They're maintaining good grades, but also involved in extracurriculars, being respectful to staff members and peers, just above and beyond your average student.
Robert Blackburn, NHS president, has more to say about how NHS benefits the students.
NHS improves students' academics because in order to stay in NHS, you're required to maintain your grades at a certain level. And then we offer tutoring and stuff like that, and we'll sort of reach out to students if we see them struggling, which lets them sort of have a check before failing a class or doing anything that's too disastrous to their grades. I said run for president because I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to improve my leadership skills while doing something that would benefit Wakeland, and that was something that would also help prepare me for the future.
I think the benefits of being in an NHS for the students are their college applications. That's one thing that a lot of colleges like to look at. Another one though is because it teaches you how to have those skills that we talked about, the leadership, the service, and those other things as well.
This has been Daniel Levine for Win TV.
What's new with you, Bailey?
Oh, sorry. I was checking my notes for the next EOC. This time of year, it can be tough to balance everything. Kara Kirk reports on ways to help manage our stress.
The end of the school year is the most stressful time for Wakeland students. For this reason, it may be a good idea to take a step back and take time for yourself outside of the classroom. A great way of unwinding is heading to the arcade. The interactive and addicting games that add a fun mix of strategy and challenge can help you manage your stress. It can be a blast just to disconnect yourself from the thought of a test you may have later in the week. We ask Wakeland students ways to unwind around the end of the school year.
Listen to music and just play games on my computer.
Playing video games or just hanging out with my parents or just going on vacations, probably unwinding that way.
Honestly, I just lay in bed and watch YouTube or something.
Exam season is a tough time for many students, but taking an hour or two out of your day to do something fun with family, friends, or even by yourself can help you manage your stress and feel ready for your exams. This is Kara Kirk for Win TV.
To watch and read more from Win TV, visit Wakeland's news website, wakelandaccess.com. I'm Bailey Carlton.
And I'm Ella Brickshire. This has been Win TV, the Freshman Takeover.
Our last and final episode of this year will be hosted by our senior reporters.
We're signing off for this season then. Stay forever orange and blue and have a great rest of your day, Wolverines.